Hey, it's Cobra here at MaddenGuides.com, and for this video breakdown, I want to take a look at a play that's real effective out of the gun type formations against a lot of the zone coverages found in Madden 26. The name of the play that we use for this video breakdown is called Gun Tight Verticals HB Burst. Let's take a look at the playbooks you can find this particular play out of. All right, before we actually show the play as far as the motion, I want to take a look at the default pass route. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with the two outside routes first. So you got Samuel lined up right here, and then you got 𝗏𝗯 lined up right here. Now, if you look at it, they are both running wheel routes. Okay, so they're basically mirroring each other on the outside of each route right there as you look at it. So what Samuel's going to do is he's going to run this wheel route into this area here as you look at your screen. And the same thing can be said with 𝗏𝗯. He's going to run it up through here. So they're both running those wheel routes on the right and left, which makes this play pretty effective because you can run it to both sides and you can have a lot of success with it. Now, to the inside of them, you're going to have two receivers that are going to both be running streaks. You've got this guy right here, which is going to be Palmer, and then you got the tight end Kincaid. They're both running seam routes. Again, if you look at it on the left side, you've got a wheel, and then you've got a seam route. So you got a combination of those two routes. And the same thing over on the right, you've got a seam route inside, and you got a wheel route on the outside. So this play can be basically ran from either side. Now in the backfield, you've got Cook, as you look at it, and what he runs, he has basically a delayed out route, or what he's going to do is he's going to run this delayed out route. So he's going to end up going into this area here as you look at it. We'll go and clear the telestrator here so you can see it. But he's going to go over here, and then he's going to break to the inside, eventually going to the out, if you look at it. So I was going to call this an out route because he is running it towards the sideline over there towards the left, which eventually comes an out route. But what I want to talk about here later in the video breakdown is I'm going to hot route him into probably what I believe is, and I think most of us will agree with that, is probably the best running back route that you can hot route any receiver or any running back into. All right, so what I'm going to do now initially is I want to run this against this particular defense as you look at your screen here, which is going to be this, let's go and take a look at the defense as you look at it, which is going to be this nickel 3-3 over cover four quarters. Now, I know I've covered this defense a lot as far as attacking it. It's because a lot of players run this. Now, this is a match coverage defense, but this particular play is real effective against it. It's also going to be pretty effective as far as attacking, say, cover 3 match as well, or as I mentioned earlier, I believe it's cover 2. So you can really attack a lot of different types of coverages. Now, I'm going to run this play without making any adjustments at all. I just want to run it, and I just want to show you how fast and what you can do. So this would, I didn't throw it fast enough there, but if I would have threw it a little bit faster, it'd be even more effective. Let's run this again and do the same thing here. We'll run it to the other side. I honestly wanted to throw it a little bit quicker there, but let's go ahead and run it again, the same play again. So let's run it one more time here against that same coverage here, that cover 4 quarters. And we're going to run it to the right side this time, and we're going to look for 𝗏𝗯 over there on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and snap it, not make any adjustments at all. And if you just throw a quick snap right there and throw it to the outside, if you notice looking at that controller there on your screen, you notice I threw it quickly out and I led him to the outside. To this side, you really need to, when you're throwing it to the right, you need to really try to lead it to about the 2 or 3 o'clock position. Let's run this play again and run it against cover 4 quarters again, same thing. This time, I'm going to run it and throw it to Samuel, and I'm going to throw it real quick here to the outside, and you'll see how effective this play is without really doing anything right there. See how quick it is? There's 10 yards. Now, what I'm going to do here in a second here, I'm going to go back here and run it again, but I want to run it with where I use motion. All right, this time I'm going to use a little bit of motion. What I want to show you is how effective this play can be with motion as well. So let's take a look at this. First thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to motion Samuel out to the left. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually motion 𝗏𝗯 as well, but for now, let's go ahead and motion Samuel out here towards the left. So let's take a look at that. So what I'm going to do right here is you look at it. We're going to go in here and we're going to motion him out to the left. Let him set. Now, I want you guys to watch something here before I run this play here, before I actually snap it. I want you guys to pay attention to this guy right here. Now, remember, he's supposed to be dropping back into this deep quarter, so he's supposed to be going back into this direction there. I want you to watch something that he does because of this route right here that's being ran by Palmer. What you're going to see here is he's actually going to cheat a little bit into the inside as you watch this. Now, this doesn't matter where it's lined up as far as on the hash. Right now, we're on the near side. It doesn't matter. We can still run this play to the far side and have the same success. It really don't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and run this and snap it. I just want you to watch. See how he goes to the inside right there? Now, I probably shouldn't have pass lead him so much as I just did, but I still picked up a nice gain right there. Let's run it one more time here so you guys can see that. And this time I won't even do the pass lead. Maybe I'll just pass lead it up so he can get a little bit down further down the field when I make the throw. But anyway, you guys can see right here he gets wide open. This is what's make this play so effective. You could hurry up and motion him to the outside. You don't even have to make any adjustments right there, and I'm going to end up catching it. So that makes that play pretty effective as far as attacking this cover 4 coverage, because you know you're going to get it. I'm going to make one more run here, and then we're going to do it. We're going to reset it again, and then I want to show you some hot routes that we can do as far as with the running back. So let's go ahead and run this against this cover 4 covers again. This time I am going to motion the receiver out here to the right as you look at it, which is going to be Coleman. So as you look at this, I am going to motion this real quick where I send him out here towards this direction, and then I'm going to snap the ball. So he's going to go out into that direction and then run that wheel route. So let's go ahead and do that real quick here as you watch it. Motion him out. And now with this one, the one thing I will tell you you're going to have to do here is you're going to have to pass lead this one to the outside. Now imagine I'm inside the red zone right here, so this makes this play pretty cool against that type of coverage. And right there we end up scoring. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go back and reset this, and then I'm going to run this with where I hot route the running back, which is going to be Cook. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, and get notified for our latest Madden Guide YouTube video breakdowns. All right, I want to take a look at the route that I want to show you as far as with Cook. Now, he's lined up in the backfield, as you can see, and he's running that route that we talked about earlier, where he's coming out of the backfield on this delay, and he's going to go ahead and run this out route towards the sideline as you look at it. Now, what I'm going to say with him is if you hot route him on another route, such as what I'm about to say, and I really think this is probably the best pass route that you can find, I think everybody pretty much would agree with me, is going to be the Texas route. So you're going to hot route him on the Texas route. And the reason that you do that is because you want to give yourself an option. Say, for example, that they send a blitz at you. So maybe they send somebody coming off the edge here, or maybe they send one of these linebackers or something like that through the gap, and you got everybody going out. You may not have enough time to make that throw. Now, to be honest with you, if it's a zone blitz, unless they're in some type of cover 2 zone blitz, you should be able to throw one of those outside receivers on the wheel route and beat that anyways. But for example, say you don't have enough time to do it, maybe they made some type of adjustments. Then what you could do is you could throw to Cook coming out on that Texas route as you look at it. So as he's coming out here, as you look at it, he's coming in this direction here and he goes that way, you can give yourself an option with the quarterback here to make that throw into that area there. And I just want to show that to you guys here. I'm going to run it right now. Now, I'm not blitzing, but I just want to show it. This would give you that option right there. And then you could just simply throw it to him and complete it. I do want to show it to you guys versus cover 3 match, just so that if you get into a game situation, you understand this a little bit more here. So let me go ahead and take a look at this here with this. So what I want to do is I want to show you the play that we're running this against. It's against the nickel 3-3 over cover 3 match. And what I want to show you is if you use motion, then this play doesn't work quite as well. And I want to point that out to you. So let me go ahead and do this first. First thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to send Samuel out here to the left, and then I'm just going to run the play like I've been doing, where I try to make this quick ball throw. But you notice he doesn't go to the inside, that corner, and that almost got picked. So what you got to do with this particular play, if you think it's cover 3 coverage and they're running a lot of cover 3, then you're going to want to do something like this. Let me show that to you here real quick. You don't want to use motion. Now, the one thing you're going to try to do is, and I realize if your opponent's smart, they're going to mix their coverages up and try to even use some of these disguising coverages. But as you can clearly see right now, it looks like they're in cover 3 or cover 1. You can do a little bit of motion or something like that to tell, but right there you can definitely tell this is more than likely cover 3, just the way those defenders are lined up. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and hot route this running back on, which is Cook. And remember, we talked about putting him on that Texas route to give yourself an option to throw to just in case something else is open. Now, I will tell you this real quick. These seam routes are also potential against cover 3 as well. You got these guys going down these seam routes. And really with that, what you're looking for is, depending on which way this safety leans, if you can get him to go one way or the other, then you can make one of those throws to one of those guys a lot of times and complete it where you can get it to one of those guys. I just want to point that out to you. I'm not going to do it here in the play as far as the breakdown, but I just want to point that out to you. But what you can do, you can still attack cover 3 match coverage with this. You just got to throw the ball quickly to the outside, such as what I did there, and you're still going to pick up 10 yards like I just did there. So I want to point that out to you. Same thing on the other side. If you run this against cover 3, match, and your opponent seems like they're running this a lot, then you can do the same thing to the other side. Just don't use the motion, because if you use the motion, more than likely you're going to end up getting picked. So we'll do the same thing we've been doing here with the setup. And then you're just going to throw a quick bullet pass out here, and then you're going to pick up some yardage. So that makes it pretty easily right there as far as picking up yardage. So again, I just want to point that out to you guys. So this play is called the play that we're running against the nickel 3-3 over cover 3 match. We also ran it against cover 4 quarters, which we ran earlier. As far as the play that we're running this against, as you look at your screen here, we're running against this play here, which is gun tight verticals HP burst. That's the play that we're using for this video breakdown. Play as far as the breakdown, but I just want to point that out to you. But what you can do, you can still attack cover 3 match coverage with this. You just got to throw the ball quickly to the outside, such as what I did there, and you're still going to pick up 10 yards like I just did there. So I want to point that out to you. Same thing on the other side. If you run this against cover 3 match, and your opponent seems like they're running this a lot, then you can do the same thing to the other side. Just don't use the motion, because if you use the motion, more than likely you're going to end up getting picked. So we'll do the same thing we've been doing here with the setup. And then you're just going to throw a quick bullet pass out here, and then you're going to pick up some yardage. So that makes it pretty easily right there as far as picking up yardage. So again, I just want to point that out to you guys. So this play is called gun tight verticals HP burst. That's the play that we're using for this video breakdown. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment for more Madden guides, strategy, and tips content. See you in the next video.